life is life, and it's full of life's curveballs and just unexpected turns of events. Even if I got saved by Christ that time and I'm still seeing his goodness to this day, he's still doing things in my life. It does not mean in any shape or form I'm saying it's easy. Like, I'm not saying Christianity is easy at all. It is still work because we fight with the devil, our enemy on earth. And well, he's supposed to be our only enemy. He's my only enemy. We fight against the devil, and he doesn't want to see the best for us. That's why it's so hard, because we're fighting against good and evil. Just because I post smiling photos and happy times doesn't mean I'm showing every little thing that happens. I mean, I want to be vulnerable and show that, yes, I may be happy and have good things happening to me, but on the other side, there are also serious things and serious life events happening to make me feel terrible and all that. But I choose to keep my faith in the Lord. I realize that in this life, without Christ, I don't know how to articulate this, but it's like when I was going through depression in 2022 and my heart was heavy, I just wanted to end my life. I was fully aware of Christ, but I wasn't acknowledging him in those moments of praying to him and asking him for help. It's like I felt I just wanted to end everything, you know? But now when I go through depression and I acknowledge him and I pray to him, I don't get to that point of wishing the end of me, you know? It's like I can still stay optimistic in the most painful of situations. And that's what being Christian is for me, like having a relationship with Christ to the point where he helps you, and you worship him, so it's kind of like you give him your love and your devotion, your time, and he gives you peace. Being rooted in Christ now for me has helped me stay optimistic more than I've ever been in my life. So it's like now he's given me like more areas in my life where I can be happy even in painful situations, or I can at least see his love and his hand in the situation more than I ever did. 2023 for me was a year of self-discovery, of learning how to love myself and love the people around me genuinely and build as a person. Because without 2023, I would still be in that mindset of, why did you keep me, God? The beginning of the year, especially, as I let go of that question and I just let God do the work, I realized why he kept me. Because I always used to think depression is just that thing. Like, I mean, can I say, no, I'm 100% happy? No, no one can be 100% happy. It's life. Like, the only perfection we'll ever experience is in heaven. So the closest thing to perfection we'll ever experience here on earth is him, Christ. And that's amazing, He has actually helped me see things in ways I never thought I'd ever see things. Even when I go through similar things or almost the exact same situations I used to when I was depressed, it's like now with him in my life, the depression doesn't get to that point where I just want to get rid of myself, and just end everything. He gives me hope, he gives me faith, and he's given me people in my life that actually help me draw closer to him and help me see him in the moments where I feel like I'm fading away. And then when they feel like they're fading away, I help them. So it's like we help each other now. And God has given me those people. Christ is real and the Bible is real. And I realized that reading the Bible and praying and just believing in him has helped so much. I don't even have panic attacks the way I used to. I used to have panic attacks almost every second, just blow up in anger and hate myself for it. But with Christ now, it's like, it's different. Like, I still go through the pains of life, but the pains of life don't feel the way they used to because I give my burdens to Him and He gives me His yoke, because it's like, it's just the beauty of our relationship with Him. If we actually grow faith and believe in Him, He can do anything. And He, like it says in the Bible, that the plans He has for us, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has ever imagined. So you can imagine He has that for 8 billion, 10 billion, whatever, how many billion people are here on this earth. And He loves every single one of us individually in our own ways, and He speaks to us in unique and different ways. I always thought it was supposed to be this loud, big voice where God's like, my child, but no, it's just that small, still voice and that feeling, that gut feeling on the inside. And it's not easy. Like, my walk with Him has not been easy. I'm still dealing with my habitual sins, and I'm still dealing with, like, I'm only human. I'm not perfect. And I still question why He saved me of all people, but He did. And I'm just taking it as a gift, a life again, and starting all over again, and just choosing to be optimistic in Christ and just see what He has in store for me. I share my story because, I know how it feels to be alone and feel like there's no one who can relate to you in these moments, and no one really understands what you're going through. But, I try where I can, and try share my story. I just hope that, you get to see His goodness in your life as well. So I've seen His goodness in ways I never thought or imagined I'd ever see His goodness. I grew up with voices that would just tell me, you're not good enough, you will never do this, you can never amount to this, you will never this, and no one wants to hear you speak. But I'm doing this now, and it's shocking me because did I ever think I would gain the confidence again to just post things online? Like, no, I never thought I would, but here I am doing this, and it's only because I only see myself as good enough because He sees me as good enough. And as long as He thinks the best of me, what people say around me, I try my hardest to ignore what I heard, as a child, as a teenager, now as an adult. I'm trying so hard not to believe what everybody else says about me, because God says I'm wonderfully made. God says that we are a royal priesthood. We are wonderfully and beautifully made. We are made to be ambassadors of His kingdom. And hearing that, it's like, we're royalty, and we're like, the devil wants us to believe that we are not living in royalty. Are you serious? We're gonna let him deceive us? He just comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and we're not gonna let him come and ruin what God has for us as royalty. We are sons and daughters of the Most High, but the devil wants us to believe that we're not good enough and we will amount to nothing. I'm not gonna believe that. And I want to believe what God says about me. That's why I read the Bible, like, as much as I can, and get it ingrained in my mind, so that when all of these lies come, you just block them out. Even the people that care about you could say things that are not for you, because the devil may work through someone to try and crush you most of the time. I mean, constructive criticism is a whole different thing, but when people come and say things to break you, it can come from people that you care about. I don't want to believe it anymore. I'm not going to believe that stuff anymore. I don't want to, because I believe what God says about me. That's why I read my Bible. So this video, I'm just making it to show that, like, because I know I always post pictures of me smiling, videos where I'm happy and all of that, but it's not that life is easy. It's not that easy. I wish it was, but it's earth. we're only going to experience that easy life and happy life in heaven, and I cannot wait. But I'm not going to cut my journey short according to what the devil wants me to believe. I am going to believe what Christ says about me, and I hope that this year you also believe what Christ says about you, because there are a lot of things he wants to do this year, a lot of things that he wants to do this year, and we don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. Build your relationship with him, crave him first. Some have been shocked that some things I really wanted in this life, now I'm like, you know what? I'm just happy I have you, God. I have everything I need because I have you. You know, I tell him every day. And I never thought I'd be one of those people. I used to look at like people like that, just be like, you're lying. You are lying. You do want this car. You do want this life. You do. But now I'm just grateful I have him, because things on this earth will have for a moment and will pass away. It's a journey. It's a process, and it's not easy. We do it because we love him, and he has the best for us, and he will do the best. He's good. And that's why I share his goodness. I can't shut up about the story because it's my love story with Christ, and I love him. So I wish you nothing but the best for this year and for the rest of your life. And I hope that God just does his absolute best. God bless.